Sully, hey, how you doing, buddy? Hey, come on in, have a seat. Hey, thanks for taking a few minutes, really appreciate it. Hey, so look, I wanted to talk to you because I listened to that tape you sent us, and you know, I know you care about this. I can sense the passion. The problem is you're not actually saying anything, and on the radio, you know, you kind of have to talk. Yeah, you've heard of dead air, so you know, we're just not getting enough in terms of like audio out of you. See, like right now, you're not saying anything, so we just can't. I talked to the producers, and we just can't put you on the broadcast team if you can't make sounds vocally. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, thanks for coming in, and we'll see you out there. So have a good one. All right, see you, Sully. Glad that is over. Welcome in, Monsters fans, to another edition, and in fact, a new season, the third for Monsters OT, here on our exclusive home, Bally Sports Great Lakes. I am Tony Brown, happy to be with you, as always. And again, this season, Monsters OT is presented by University Hospital Sports Medicine, and we have got a big show for you here to get you set for the 2022-2023 AHL season, and the Cleveland Monsters return to the ice at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse coming up in mid-October. We're going to talk about the Monsters' new head coach, Trent Vogelhuber, during today's show. We'll also see how Dylan Simpson, the Monsters' captain last year, and his family are spending some of their time this summer. And we'll wrap things up, as always, with our Monsters Memories segment. But this year on Monsters OT, we are welcoming in our co-host. And in fact, he is our broadcast partner for our Monsters telecasts as well on Bally Sports Great Lakes. Former Monster and the goaltending development coach for the Columbus Blue Jackets as well. Brad Thiessen is with me. Tease, thanks for pitching in this year.
Thanks for having me, Tony. Excited to be here and talk some Monsters hockey.
Yeah, let's get right into it. And of course, we will begin, as always, with headlines. Well, Tease, with headlines, let's start with the biggest headline for the Monsters this offseason, and that, of course, is the announcement that Trent Vogelhuber is the Monsters' new head coach, but he's not the only new face. Of course, he's not a new face for Monster fans, but in this role he is. He was an interim sort of head coach fill-in last year with Mike Eve's health problems, but he's joined, Vogelhuber is, by a new associate coach in Mike Haviland, as well as Mark Letestu back as an assistant. Of course, you're handling the goaltending, John Hamry back as the video coach, and Ben Eves back as the strength and conditioning coach. But what can you tell us about Mike Haviland, who has had a long career in a lot of different levels of hockey?
Yeah, he has. He's coming from 7 years coaching, head coach in college hockey. He's been NHL, AHL, ECHL, and in the American Hockey League, you need someone who can relate to those players, and he's someone who can because he's been around so long.
Yeah, and he's had a championship pedigree, too. Don't forget, he was on the staff of the Chicago Blackhawks in 2010 when they won the Stanley Cup, and he won a couple of championships at lower levels in the ECHL earlier in his career. Moving on headlines, let's talk about some of the players who will be back in a Monsters uniform this year, Tease, specifically the guys on AHL contracts, because we want to remember here that everybody's got a chance to make the big club out of training camp, but the AHL contracts for Cleveland this season feature a lot of names that Monster fans saw on the ice last year, including guys like Roman Ashan, Cole Fonstad, Brett Gallant, a fan favorite, Jake Gaudette, and many more. Owen Sillinger as well. Also some new faces, but who are you excited to see play this year?
Yeah, you mentioned a couple forwards there, Roman Ashan and Owen Sillinger, two guys who came out of college last year and were able to play 10, 15 games with the Monsters, and you know, now they have that experience. They've been around. They have you know, an easier feeling going into the locker room this year, and look for them to make an impact right off the bat. Yeah,
there are certainly going to be a lot of new faces, but some familiar faces as well, and again, including some big names like Simpson, like Gallant, those fan favorites back in a Monsters uniform again this season. Moving on headlines, let's talk about a recent event for the Columbus Blue Jackets, and that, of course, is the NHL Prospects Tournament up in Traverse City. Now, I took the year off, Tease. I didn't go up, but you were there, and the Blue Jackets, again, highly successful. They won 2 out of their 3 games at that tournament. Some huge names in terms of prospects were in the lineup for the Jackets. What caught your eye up in Traverse City?
Yeah, it was my first experience there too, so it was really fun to be there. The tournament is a little bit chaotic. It's the first time a lot of these kids get to put on NHL jersey and show off their skills, so really frenetic pace, but obviously for the Blue Jackets, guys like Kent Johnson, Marchenko, I thought Jet Greaves, former goalie here for the Monsters last year, he looked really good up there. So, and it's a really good chance for those guys to have those games under their belt before they go into main training camp with all the big boys in Columbus.
Now, in terms of goaltenders, there was also another young player who's on an AHL deal with the Monsters this year. What did you think of his performance up in Traverse City?
Yeah, Pavel Cheyenne. He's coming to us from Kitchener Rangers. He was a little bit of a victim of COVID. 2 years ago, the OHL was shut down. Didn't get to play hockey that year, so last year was his first year junior over here in North America. We were able to sign him. Bigger kid, really athletic, skates really well in the net, and he was a little nervous in his first game, but I thought he settled his nerves and played really well, and excited to have him and be able to work with him this season.
Yeah, and of course, remember, Jet Greaves once upon a time also missed a whole year due to COVID, so we know that that's an obstacle that can be overcome here. Wanted to just also, on the way out with headlines here, get you guys updated with some important dates that are upcoming. Now, by the time you see this episode, the Blue Jackets training camp, which begins on the 21st of September, will already be well underway. Of course, Monsters training camp begins on October the 5th, and then the season opener for the Blue Jackets at Carolina on the 12th of October, and the Monsters home for Syracuse. It's the 22-23 home opener for the Cleveland Monsters on the 14th, right here at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. That, of course, the 14th of October. All right, that'll do it for headlines. We're getting excited for a new season of Monsters hockey here, and we've got plenty more show ahead. When we come back on Monsters OT, we'll see how Trent Vogelhuber was introduced as the Monsters' newest head coach. That's next, presented by University Hospital Sports Medicine, only here on Valley Sports Great Lakes. Monsters OT is presented in part by our friends at Labatt Blue. Welcome back, everyone, on Monsters OT, presented by University Hospital Sports Medicine here on Valley Sports Great Lakes. Tony Brown back with you. Now, lots of headlines for the Cleveland Monsters over the summer, but the biggest, without a doubt, was the announcement that Trent Vogelhuber, who won a Calder Cup with the Monsters as a player once upon a time, was introduced after several seasons as an assistant coach as the team's new head coach. And it was quite a day. Let's take a look at how Trent Vogelhuber was introduced to the Cleveland fans.
This is obviously an exciting day for us personally. We love Cleveland. I've now been coaching here for 4 years, and my family's obviously been with me the whole way. So we love it here, and today's extra special with the announcement about me being the head coach. I mean, we couldn't ask for a better place to be, a city we're already familiar with and love, and now get to lead a great organization already, hopefully into some bright days ahead. So, I mean, it's a huge day. I've been a part of the organization for a long time, and we just, as a family, couldn't be more excited and ready for the next step and ready to get to work. Want to hold my hand in the parking lot, bud? Okay.
Hey.
Pretty cool.
Oh, wow.
Hey, how are you, man? Good to see you. How are things? A lot of memories. I mean, some good ones on the ice, and plenty from behind the bench as well. So it's always fun to come back and look at the banner up there that I was lucky enough to be a small part of, and it's fun to have the opportunity to put another one up there here, hopefully. So I mean, it doesn't get better than this in the American League as far as rinks, fans, and atmospheres go. So lucky to be a part of it. You're in those.
He's into it. Look at him.
Yeah, bud.
We're really excited to be here today. Thanks for coming down. I know there's a lot going on, and stuff is moving in our business as it always is. But we're just really excited today to be here and to really announce one of our own. And so we are very excited to announce our 7th head coach in the history of the Cleveland Monsters. Trent Vogelhuber is that next coach. So Trent.
For those that are not familiar with Trent's journey through hockey, the one common thread has been the state of Ohio, right? I mean, it's not just where you're from, but it's the, with the Monsters, the only place you've ever coached, drafted by the Blue Jackets, a Columbus guy, played college in Ohio as well at Miami. So just take us through that thread of your career. Ohio has been there every single day you've been in pro hockey.
Yeah, I won't bore all of you with my average pro career, but the point is, I was born in Cleveland, grew up playing hockey in Columbus, played college hockey at Miami University in Oxford. Red Hawks. And was drafted by the Blue Jackets and played in the organization, obviously here in Cleveland, where we were lucky enough to win a Calder Cup. So to be back here coaching as a head coach, it's a privilege and an honor. We consider Cleveland our home, so we're lucky to be here.
Hi,
Jim, how are you?
Hi, congratulations.
Thank you so much. Pleasure to see you. How's it going?
Very good.
Yeah, good.
Very good.
It's
Good
my
for
wife,
you, huh?
my wife Kathleen, and my
Hi,
little boy
Kathleen.
Hagen.
Oh, who's this?
My son Hagen.
Hagen.
Can you say hi to Jim?
How you doing? Hi, Hagen. How's it going?
Thanks.
Wow.
Yeah, thanks for having
Very
us.
exciting for
Yeah, very much. We're excited. Yeah, appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, what a pleasure. And big congratulations out to this young man. Trent Vogelhuber is the new head coach of the Cleveland Monsters. Congratulations. It has to mean a ton to you as far as your coaching career, but the fact that you played here, were a player here, and have come up through the Blue Jackets system, it must mean a lot to you.
Oh, it means so much, yeah. Born in Cleveland and grew up playing hockey in Cleveland and in Columbus. So obviously, like you said, played here as a player for in the Blue Jackets organization and have coached in the organization for 4 years. So to get this opportunity in the organization I came up in the city that I was born in, that we make our home in now, there's really no words I can put into it. I'm just excited to get started. I'll sit here. You can stand up. You stand? Pretty cool, huh, bud? We're on the big baseball field. What do you think? Good. Just like you yesterday, playing baseball.
Please welcome Trent Vogelhuber.
Hey Monsters fans, it's been a fun day. We're just winding down at the Guardians game here, and we're really excited to see you guys in the fall. October 14th is the home opener, so thanks for all your support, and we'll see you soon.
Wow, what a huge day for Trent Vogelhuber, for the Vogelhuber family, and really for the Monsters family. We're back in studio here with Brad Thiessen. And Brad, you know Trent very well. Just an awesome thing to see him sort of, and his coaching career come to fruition with this opportunity.
Yeah, I know he's super excited about this. And I think for last year, you know, he had a little bit of that substitute teacher kind of feel. I think he came in, the substitute teacher is trying to keep things in order for when the main teacher comes back. And, you know, Mike Eves was always supposed to be coming back, and it just kept getting pushed off and pushed off. So for him to come in this year, he's got a clean slate. You know, it's his job now, and, you know, he's really excited about it.
And also, credit where it's due. That was I think that was a strike on the first pitch there at the Guardians game. So looking forward to dropping the puck as opposed to throwing that first pitch on the Monsters season here coming up. We'll take a break now on Monsters OT. After this, plenty more, including we'll see what Dylan Simpson, Monsters captain last year, and his family got up to this summer. That and more after this, presented by University Hospital Sports Medicine. It's Monsters OT on Valley Sports Great Lakes. Welcome back, everyone, to Monsters OT, presented by University Hospital Sports Medicine here on Valley Sports Great Lakes. Tony Brown back with you with Brad Thiessen. So we just took a look at Trent Vogelhuber and a big event in his summer. Let's see what Dylan Simpson was up to over the summer now, as we'll check in on him and his family and their trip to the Cleveland Metro Park Zoo a little bit earlier this year.
Oh, look at, what's that? Cheese.
So we put some treats right in front of the window for them. Some bones and then some sawdust from the reindeer. Watch, here they come. We'll see who's braver to find it first. Checking out the Malayan tiger is now the one on our right, who's darker, and then the Amur tiger is the one on the left.
Whoa. Yeah, taking a nap.
So here's the corpse
Stevie,
flower.
Look at this big flower. You like flowers. It's taller than you are.
Oh, I see. I see. All right. Is that what you wanted to do this whole time? Beep, beep. All right. You ready to feed giraffe? Yeah. Yeah?
You say please? Yeah. We're working on our P's.
You're welcome.
All right. You ready? Yeah.
Don't worry, they'll come back when they get fed.
Here.
Yes, right here getting fed. I love the way they get breakfast.
Good job.
I know. You did so good. Can you say bye to the giraffe? Bye.
Now let him come right up to you.
What do the birds say?
Bye, bye.
Ah, okay. We'll take that.
That works.
There you go. Yeah, nice and still. Yeah, good job. Hey, look, what's in there? Whoa. Smell Pat.
Look at those. Look at that hair.
We got some cool haircuts, eh?
Mommy.
Yeah, they're eating the hay.
What does he say? Yeah.
What's the elephant say?
Yeah.
That's not what an elephant says.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Which one do you want to go on? What about the snake? It'd be funny because Mom hates snakes. There you go. say bye? Say bye.
Well, great fun there. Lots of thank yous to hand out on that piece. First of all, to the Cleveland Metro Park Zoo, the Simpson family, and of course, our Fieldhouse creative team. Awesome job. And worth noting here, all of those experiences you just saw the Simpson family enjoy at the Metro Park Zoo, those are all things that you can experience. So make sure you visit the Cleveland Metro Park Zoo online and see how you can add a little summer fun for your family this year. Tease, have you guys been out to the zoo at all? I know we've had the little guy out at the zoo a bunch of times.
We have. It's a Thiessen family hotspot.
That and what, the ice cream parlor?
Mitchell's Ice Cream.
Still working on that sponsorship. All right, we'll take a break on Monsters OT. When we come back, though, we're going to wrap things up with our Monsters Memory segment and see what the Monsters have been up to in the community over the summer months. That's next on Monsters OT, presented by University Hospital Sports Medicine here on Valley Sports, Great Lakes. Welcome back, everyone, to Monsters OT, presented by University Hospital Sports Medicine here on Valley Sports Great Lakes. Brad Thiessen, Tony Brown back with you here in studio. Let's wrap up this show with our Monsters Memory segment right now. And we're going to take a look at how the Monsters got involved in the community over the summer. A number of awesome initiatives. One date I really want to highlight was back on the 15th of August, the Monsters, in partnership with Immaculate Cleaning, along with Pearls Inc. and Homes for Homeless Vets, helped supply, along with the Cleveland Charge, over 100 local kids with backpacks and supplies for this school year. So that was a great event. Of course, we've had our Monsters Summer Tour dates, our Summer Street Hockey Clinics, our On-Ice Clinics, and Brad, also Kivy Day. Now, this was really cool, a way to honor Matisse Kivlenix, our good friend, who, of course, the Monsters and the hockey world lost all too soon. But on his birthday, the Monsters recognizing him by not only holding a goalie clinic that you were a part of, at their practice facility in Strongsville, but also a day of service for the staff members at one of our local Learn to Play partners. But just a great day and a great way to honor a special person.
Yeah, it really was, Tony. It was an amazing day. Just a way to honor him and kind of create a legacy here for him in Cleveland. Just seeing all the kids on the ice with their number 80 Kivy jerseys on, and now they go back to their teams and can kind of share with them about Matisse and his hockey journey and chasing his dreams and goals. So it was a really great day.
Well, a great day there. A lot of great hockey this summer and a lot of great hockey still to come this fall. That'll do it for this episode of Monsters OT. Lots of thank yous to hand out, as always, to University Hospital Sports Medicine and Labatt Blue, as well as our great crew led by Leo Simone, Dave McLatin, and Jeremy Hawks, along with all the rest of the hardworking folks that make this show possible. We say thanks to them. And a big thank you to my co-host, Brad Thiessen. For Tease and everybody else, I'm Tony Brown saying thanks for watching. We look forward to a great year of Monsters hockey and a great year of Monsters OT right here, presented by University Hospital Sports Medicine on Valley Sports Great Lakes. So long.